energy is the Seven of Swords. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with somebody that has a moon in Aquarius. But for others of you, this is a day where you're really looking at principles, ethics, guidelines, morality, because something about today and the events that take place will place you or others under scrutiny. So it's a day where you have to be cautious. Maybe you're doing something unexpected, or others are, or perhaps you're keeping people at a distance for whatever reason. Now, the overarching card was Six of Swords, so for some of you, this is a benign card. That means maybe you're just going back and forth. There's a lot of movement. Maybe you're traveling, relocating. Maybe you're traveling incognito or doing something behind the scenes. Maybe you're trying to avoid something, evade something, or just you're being very cautious. But others of you, perhaps there are issues where someone is taking advantage of someone. Maybe someone is trying to escape a negative situation, or perhaps avoiding issues that need to be resolved. Maybe someone feels cheated or betrayed, or you're looking at where you've defeated yourself in some way. So some of you, this may indicate some kind of secret or underhanded activity or a betrayal of some sort, infidelity, unfaithfulness, or a secret love affair. Or maybe you're running off with a lover, or maybe you're running to another place and you don't want people to know about it. So it could be moving from one place to another. Maybe you're traveling somewhere where you're only going to be staying temporarily. Maybe you're dealing with people at a distance, but something about your circumstance could also mean that there's a futility to it, a waste of time in some way, or something hidden of dishonor. So this is a situation where you're either overconfident or underconfident, and so you have to be very conscious of what information you take in. Yesterday you could have received some news. Should you believe it? Don't be too quick to do so, because you really need to be careful about what you hear and also about what you say, what you're putting out there. But this is always a warning card about some kind of deception or outright theft. And so it's a day where you really do need to be cautious of your possessions, your safety. And you also need to be mindful of wasting your time, stealing from yourself, wasting your time, energy, effort, talent, emotions on non-productive relationships, people that are unworthy of your trust, they're undependable. The fortunate thing is that this also ties in with the Six of Swords in that it gives you that out, that opening to remove yourself or prevent yourself from becoming too involved in things that have nothing to do with you or that really don't concern you. And it's a day where you may be surprised by events. There could be someone in your life who in the past had a tendency to lie, avoid, evade, skirt the issue, make a promise and fall through, or you couldn't access them for whatever reason. And today, lo and behold, they're less likely to lie to you. They may put something out in the open, or they may follow through on a promise, or you may get that appointment you are seeking. So for some of you, there's a turn of events. For others of you, maybe you are in the position of the middle person or connecting to someone. This can be the negotiator, the arbitrator, the mediator, the matchmaker, the liaison, the go-between, the middleman. So that could be important. Someone may be matching up, two people, or trying to mediate a situation, reconcile differences, or put two parties together for a transaction or some goal or effort, and things might actually turn out better than you expect in this situation. You may even realize that you're better off, you're more ahead. Maybe you thought you were falling behind, or you were coming up short, or you wouldn't have enough, or you wouldn't be able to pull something off. And you realize that you're in a good position. But I do want to underscore that need for caution. Something you said, something you did may very well come back to bite you today. If you were planning to get over or rip off or betray or deceive, that could actually work against you. It might actually backfire. You may end up in the hole. You end up with egg on your face. So today is a day you need to resist the urge to embellish the truth or distort the facts or misinterpret or put a spin on things or distort the truth. And it's a day where perhaps strategy is important to overcome some kind of obstacle, to get past a negative situation, to make some kind of progress. And that may be especially hard if you are dependent on what someone else thinks, or you need their affection, their validation. You value their opinion a little bit too much, because that kind of dependency means that you're not able to effectively be an individual or stand up for yourself if need be. So today may center on being ingenious, coming up with a strategy, having to use the art of surprise or secrecy to overcome. Could be about moving from one place to another. Or maybe you're dealing with somebody who is inept in some way. Whatever it is, something about today means that you may make decisions where the ends justifies the means, especially if you care for someone or you dislike someone. You might allow your feelings to undermine your objectivity.